Have you ever caught someone lying to you without them realizing it? As an INFJ, your intuition and insight are almost like a superpower. You see through words to the truth hiding beneath them. And when someone tries to deceive you, it rarely ends well for them. INFJs are known for their empathy, but what many don't realize is that your sharp intuition and ability to read people make you nearly impossible to fool. In today's video, we're uncovering why lying to an INFJ always backfires. From your ability to sense dishonesty to the lasting impact on trust, we'll explore how INFJs navigate deception and why it's never a good idea to lie to this rare personality type. 1. Your intuition is almost psychic. INFJs are naturally gifted with an extraordinary sense of intuition, a kind of inner radar that detects what lies beneath the surface. You have a remarkable ability to pick up on subtle cues that most people overlook. These can include shifts in body language, the tone of someone's voice, changes in energy, or even fleeting micro-expressions that flash across a person's face. While these signals may seem insignificant to others, they often tell you when something doesn't add up. This heightened awareness isn't about being overly suspicious or paranoid. It's about sensing that something feels off. When someone lies, their words may say one thing, but their body and energy often tell a different story. Your intuition recognizes this dissonance almost instantly, alerting you to the fact that something isn't right, even if you can't immediately pinpoint why. Unlike many who might take what they're told at face value, you instinctively dig deeper. Your mind starts piecing together the clues, connecting inconsistencies, and evaluating the context of the situation. This process happens so naturally that it can feel almost subconscious. You might not even realize how much you're observing until the pieces come together, confirming what your gut has been telling you all along. Your intuitive ability also extends beyond what's visible. You're able to sense the emotional undercurrents of a conversation or interaction. Lies often carry a distinct energy, an undercurrent of tension, discomfort, or false confidence that most people miss. To you, these feelings stand out, making it incredibly difficult for someone to deceive you without your awareness. What makes your intuition particularly powerful is how often it proves to be accurate. While others may dismiss their instincts or second-guess themselves, you've likely had enough experiences to trust your gut. Time and again, it's revealed truths that words tried to obscure, reinforcing your confidence in your ability to sense dishonesty. This gift doesn't just protect you from being misled, it also gives you the ability to approach situations with clarity and depth. It allows you to navigate relationships, uncover hidden motives, and discern truth from falsehood, all while maintaining your empathy and understanding. While catching lies may not always be comfortable, it's a testament to the extraordinary insight and awareness that define you as an INFJ. 2. You read between the lines. INFJs possess a rare and almost intuitive ability to hear what isn't being said. Beyond the words someone speaks, you tune into the subtleties, the pauses, the contradictions, the tone, and even the energy behind their delivery. It's as if you're listening on two levels: what's being communicated outwardly, and the unspoken truth hiding just beneath the surface. This makes it incredibly difficult for anyone to deceive you without you noticing. When someone lies to you, their words might sound polished and convincing, but you instinctively pick up on the dissonance. Perhaps their tone doesn't match their supposed confidence, or their body language betrays discomfort. Even the rhythm of their speech, or the way they avoid eye contact, can stand out to you as signals of dishonesty. These subtle inconsistencies, while invisible to most, light up like warning signs in your mind. What sets you apart is that this ability doesn't require conscious effort. Your mind automatically tracks patterns, remembers past conversations, and compares them to what's being said in the moment. If something doesn't align, whether it's an omission, a contradiction, or a shift in energy, you notice it without needing to actively analyze. It's a seamless process, almost like second nature, that makes you exceptionally hard to deceive. This intuitive detection often comes down to energy. Lies carry a distinct kind of tension or imbalance that resonates differently than truth. Even if someone's words are technically flawless, their energy can reveal hesitation, guilt, or uncertainty. These discrepancies are glaring to an INFJ, who is highly attuned to the emotional undercurrents of any interaction. It's not about being suspicious or distrustful. It's simply that you can't ignore when something feels off. Interestingly, your ability to hear what isn't being said isn't limited to catching lies. It's also a skill you use to deeply connect with others. You're adept at understanding the emotions people struggle to articulate, giving them a sense of being seen and understood. However, this same gift can make dishonesty especially jarring, as the emotional resonance of a lie clashes starkly with the authenticity you naturally seek. This doesn't mean you always call someone out immediately. Instead, you often observe and give the person the benefit of the doubt, allowing them time to clarify or correct themselves. But once you've pieced together the truth, it's nearly impossible to convince you otherwise. Your innate ability to detect what's left unsaid, combined with your deep memory and understanding of human behavior, makes deception almost futile in your presence. For an INFJ, truth is the foundation of trust and connection. Your ability to sense what's hidden isn't just about uncovering dishonesty. It's about ensuring that the relationships you invest in are built on authenticity. Lies can't survive long under the weight of your perceptiveness, and that's part of what makes your connections so meaningful and deeply rooted in integrity. 3. You're an empathy powerhouse. Your empathy is one of your most profound strengths as an INFJ, and it goes far beyond simply understanding the feelings of others. It allows you to sense the emotional undercurrents in any situation, the subtle energy shifts that reveal far more than words ever could. This unique ability to tune into what's unspoken makes you especially adept at detecting dishonesty. Lies often carry a distinct emotional mismatch, where the person's words convey one thing, but their feelings project something entirely different. For example, someone might tell you they're fine, but their tone is flat, their body seems tense, or their energy feels off. You can pick up on the dissonance, even if they've carefully crafted their story to sound convincing. These inconsistencies are glaringly obvious to you, like red flags waving in a quiet storm, making it nearly impossible for lies to go unnoticed. What sets you apart is your ability to process this incongruence, not just on an intellectual level, but on an emotional one. You don't simply hear the words or see the actions, you feel the energy behind them. This sensory depth means that even the most subtle signals of dishonesty, hesitations, shifts in demeanor, or a fleeting look of discomfort, stand out to you like bright neon signs. This emotional mismatch can also trigger a sense of unease or discomfort within you. You might not always know immediately what's wrong, but your instincts tell you that something isn't aligning. It's as though your empathy picks up on the hidden emotional weight of the lie, even when the person's external demeanor appears calm or convincing. Your ability to sense these emotional red flags makes lies feel almost unbearable. It's not just the dishonesty itself that troubles you, it's the underlying emotional distortion it brings into the interaction. This can leave you feeling unsettled, as if the energy of the lie is disrupting the authenticity and harmony you deeply value in relationships. While this heightened awareness of emotional mismatches can be exhausting at times, it's also a powerful tool that protects you from deception. It allows you to navigate relationships with clarity, discerning who is genuine and who may not be acting in alignment with their true feelings or intentions. By trusting your ability to sense these incongruences, you strengthen your own boundaries and ensure that you're surrounded by people who value honesty and authenticity as much as you do. 4. You spot patterns. Instantly, INFJs are masterful at recognizing patterns in behavior and communication. If someone's actions or stories don't align with what they've said in the past, it raises an immediate alarm. You don't need to confront them right away. You observe, collect information, and piece together the inconsistencies. This quiet, calculated approach often leaves the liar unprepared when their deception unravels. 5. You're calm, not confrontational. When an INFJ catches someone in a lie, your reaction is rarely dramatic or confrontational. Instead of lashing out or immediately calling out the dishonesty, you remain calm and composed, choosing to observe how the situation unfolds. This measured response stems from your reflective and intuitive nature. You prefer to fully understand the scope of the deception before deciding how to address it. Your calm demeanor can be incredibly unsettling to the person lying. While they might expect anger, frustration, or even denial, they're met with quiet composure and a gaze that seems to penetrate their facade. This reaction often leaves them second-guessing themselves, wondering just how much you've uncovered. The more they try to sustain their false narrative, the more unnerved they become, sensing that you've already pieced together the truth. Your quiet strength in these moments gives you a distinct edge. By not reacting impulsively, you maintain control over the situation, allowing you to observe the liar's behavior and gather additional insights. You notice how their story shifts, how their body language betrays them, or how their tone falters under the weight of their deception. This calculated patience often leaves the liar tangled in their own web, as they struggle to maintain consistency in the face of your unwavering presence. This approach also reflects your deep understanding of human nature. You recognize that lies often come from a place of fear, insecurity, or a desire to manipulate. Rather than immediately confronting the lie, you take the time to assess its root cause and determine whether the situation calls for compassion, boundaries, or a complete reevaluation of the relationship. Your ability to stay composed not only exposes the lie, but also reinforces your emotional strength. By not letting the dishonesty rattle you, you demonstrate a level of confidence and control that makes it clear you won't be easily deceived or manipulated. This quiet authority often forces the liar to confront their own actions, as they realize that their attempts at deception have not only failed, but also damaged the trust you once shared. While catching someone in a lie is never easy, your ability to handle it with calm and clarity ensures that you emerge from the situation with your integrity intact. Your composure allows you to navigate the complexities of dishonesty with wisdom, making it clear that truth and authenticity are non-negotiable values in your relationships. 6. You value authenticity above all else. As an INFJ, you place a high value on truth and authenticity in your relationships. A lie, no matter how small, can feel like a betrayal. When someone lies to you, it's not just the dishonesty that hurts. It's the disruption of the trust and connection you've worked so hard to build. This often creates a rift that's hard to repair, as trust is the foundation of any bond for an INFJ. 7. You have an uncanny memory for details. INFJs possess a remarkable memory for details, particularly when it comes to past conversations and interactions. You're naturally attuned to the nuances of what people share with you, their tone, choice of words, and even the emotions underlying their statements. These details tend to stay with you, forming a mental record that you can effortlessly reference when needed. This ability to recall specifics with such clarity makes it nearly impossible for someone to maintain a lie around you for long. When someone's current story doesn't align with something they've said or done before, it's like a red flag waving in your mind. While others might overlook inconsistencies or write them off as insignificant, you instantly pick up on the discrepancies. It's not just that you notice a mismatch, it's that you instinctively connect it to a broader pattern, recognizing when something doesn't fit within the context of previous interactions. For an INFJ, these inconsistencies are not easily dismissed. They linger until you've unraveled the truth. Your ability to recall these details isn't about holding grudges or scrutinizing people. It's rooted in your deep sense of connection and care. You pay close attention to what others share because it matters to you. Whether it's a small anecdote from a conversation months ago or a significant detail about someone's values or decisions, you store this information in a way that feels almost second nature. This attention to detail means that when someone lies, their story inevitably clashes with what you already know to be true. This can make lying to an INFJ particularly challenging, as the liar may not even realize how much you've remembered. They might think their inconsistency has gone unnoticed, but to you, it stands out like a glaring contradiction. Over time, as they attempt to maintain their false narrative, the cracks in their story become more apparent, leaving them struggling to keep up with their own deception. Your ability to recall specifics also gives you a unique advantage in discerning intent. When someone's words don't align with their past actions, you don't just notice the inconsistency, you question why it exists. This insight allows you to look beyond the lie itself and consider the motives behind it, further unraveling the layers of deception. Ultimately, this remarkable memory, paired with your intuition and observational skills, makes it extremely difficult for lies to survive in your presence. While others might fall for a convincing facade, you see through the gaps and contradictions, ensuring that dishonesty rarely goes unnoticed. This isn't just a skill, it's a reflection of your deep commitment to truth, authenticity, and meaningful connection in all your relationships. 8. You see through motives. It's not just the lie itself that you catch, it's the reason behind it. INFJs excel at understanding people's intentions even when those intentions are hidden. You can often sense why someone is lying, whether it's to protect themselves, manipulate, or avoid consequences. This awareness allows you to navigate the situation with clarity and wisdom. 9. Lies trigger your justice streak. INFJs are deeply driven by a sense of fairness and justice, which forms the core of your values and relationships. When someone lies to you, it doesn't just feel like a breach of trust, it feels like a violation of the principles you hold dear. Honesty and authenticity are the foundations of how you connect with others, and deception strikes at the heart of these ideals. It's not just about the lie itself, but about the disruption it causes to the integrity and harmony you value so much. When you catch someone in a lie, it often triggers a powerful internal response, not necessarily anger, but a profound need to address the dishonesty and restore balance to the situation. For you, it's not enough to let the lie linger unresolved. It's not about revenge or confrontation, but about uncovering the truth and ensuring that the relationship can move forward in a way that aligns with your values. This deep desire for integrity often becomes your driving force, compelling you to seek clarity and resolution. The liar might not immediately realize it, but their deception has placed them in the spotlight of your unwavering determination. While you may not call them out directly at first, you begin to observe, reflect, and gather information. Your natural intuition and ability to see patterns help you piece together inconsistencies, allowing you to unravel the truth with precision. This quiet yet resolute approach can be disarming for the person who lied, as they may not have anticipated your ability to see through their facade so thoroughly. Your calm but firm response often catches the liar off guard. Unlike reactive personalities, you don't lash out or accuse impulsively. Instead, you approach the situation with thoughtfulness, ensuring that your response is measured and fair. This composure reinforces your strength and authority, making it clear that you won't tolerate dishonesty, but are willing to address it constructively. Addressing the lie isn't just about resolving the immediate issue, it's also about preserving the values you live by. For you, a lie represents more than just a momentary lapse in truth. It reflects on the integrity of the relationship. By addressing the dishonesty, you're signaling that trust and authenticity are non-negotiable in your connections. While you may be compassionate and understanding of the reasons behind the lie, your ultimate goal is to restore transparency and ensure that the relationship can continue in a way that aligns with your principles. This strong sense of justice is what makes you a reliable and steadfast presence in others' lives. People who value truth and integrity will appreciate your unwavering commitment to these ideals. And while addressing dishonesty can be challenging, it's this determination to uphold fairness that strengthens your connections with those who are willing to meet your values with the same level of respect and honesty. 10. Once trust is broken, it's hard to repair. Perhaps the most significant reason lying to an INFJ backfires is the long-lasting damage it does to trust. Once you've caught someone in a lie, it's difficult for you to see them in the same light again. INFJs invest deeply in their relationships, and dishonesty feels like a betrayal of that investment. While you may forgive, you rarely forget, and the bond is often forever altered. Lying to an INFJ is never a good idea. Your intuition, empathy, and sharp ability to read people make you one of the most difficult personality types to deceive. But beyond that, your commitment to authenticity means you value relationships built on trust and honesty. When someone lies to you, they're not just risking being caught, they're risking the connection entirely. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the INFJ personality. Let us know in the comments, have you ever caught someone lying to you, and how did it affect your relationship? Thank you for watching, and remember, your truth is your strength. Use it wisely.